This episode has been sponsored in part by our friends at Veeam. Are you tired of juggling the cost of AWS backups and recovery with your SLAs? Quit the circus act and check out Veeam. Their AWS backup and recovery solution is made to save you money, not that that's the primary goal, mind you, while also protecting your data properly. They're letting you protect 10 instances for free with no time limits, so test it out now. You can even find them on the AWS Marketplace at snark.cloud/backitup. Wait, did I just endorse something on the AWS Marketplace? Wonder of wonders, I did. Look, you don't care about backups, you care about restores. And despite the fact that multi-cloud's a dumb strategy, it's also a realistic reality. So make sure that you're backing up data from everywhere with a single unified point of view. Check them out at snark.cloud/backitup.
Hi there, I'm Brooke Mitchell, this week's guest author. I'm a college dropout turned associate DevOps engineer. That's right, AWS sucked me in too. It appears that Jeff Bezos knows no limit. My options seem to be learning about AWS or shopping on Amazon endlessly. It's okay that I decided to choose both, right? Either way, let's learn about what happened in AWS last week. But first, connect with me on Twitter at BDMitchell, MITCHELL_. I would love to connect with you. Now let's shift our focus back to what you've been waiting for, the information you've been eager to hear about since last Monday. Let's explore what happened the last week in AWS. Well, I'm here to tell you that the future is not tomorrow. The future is now. Amazon ECS now supports Internet Protocol version 6, so IPv6, and AWS VPC networking. You heard it here first, but don't worry, Windows. You have not been left in the past. Next, we have an opportunity to be more efficient and save money. Amazon ECS now supports the use of Amazon FSx for persistent shared storage. One question though, who uses a Windows container? Well, let's move on. I was once an analyst and I find the next reveal to be pretty awesome. Amazon Redshift has announced automatic refresh and query rewrite for materialized views. So just to let you know, one thing that will always make me happy is faster data processing. 2 thumbs up, Amazon. Now let's discuss storage. Amazon S3 Intelligent Tiering added archive access tiers, which further optimizes storage costs. I must admit, S3 is neat. Now there's a more cost-effective way to store your data that you really don't need to, but have to keep. No losses of data or extra money, that is. All right, raise your hand if you are still using a legacy database. Go ahead, don't be shy. AWS has something just for you. AWS has a new digital curriculum, Break Free of Legacy Databases. Did I mention that it was free? Come with me. Let's imagine a fully managed database. You know, this doesn't just have to be a dream. AWS announced a 40% price reduction for Amazon Elastic Block Store Code HDD volumes. Old schoolers and cheapskates alike, this one is for you. Christmas came early, okay? AWS Code Pipeline Source Action for AWS Code Commit now supports Git clone. So that means all of you people who use Bitbucket, you now have no support. Amazon has again expanded their reach. I almost imagine them as kind of like a million-legged octopus with their tentacles just in everything. Now Windows, here you go again. AWS Snowball Edge now supports Windows operating systems. I've always thought that Snowball Edge was cool, but the name, I don't know. Off to something even cooler. You can now encrypt your Amazon DB global tables by using your own encryption keys. So all of you people who only want to use your own keys to manage things, bada bing, bada boom. Amazon is playing fair. And Amazon does have a new service, so new service alert to sound the bells. Amazon is now introducing an AWS Gateway Load Balancer. Now, I'm a super huge fan of this service. I want to know your favorite service, though. Tweet your response to @lastweekinAWS. We want to know all about what you like the most. Now, following along with the security train, Amazon has a new course, Deep Dive with Security, AWS Identity and Access Management. One thing I know, security is not something to compromise on. And something that I also like, with technology, now you can just kind of share anything. You want to learn about VPCs? There's Google. But maybe you want to know about machine learning and how it impacts our medical industry. So Amazon also has something for that. You can learn how AWS machine learning services increase medical coding accuracy and efficiency. Now that's pretty amazing. Another beautiful aspect of technology is the accuracy that can be delivered. Now, humans cannot be replaced, but we can use technology to enhance the way we do things. And in this case, taking care of medical coding accuracy. Something that is also worth noting is that the majority of Alexa instances are now running on faster, more cost-effective Amazon EC2 instances. Did you also know that Amazon Alexa was used in hospitals? That's pretty cool.
This episode is sponsored in part by Chaos Search. Now their name isn't in all caps, so they're definitely worth talking to. What is Chaos Search? A scalable log analysis service that lets you add new workloads in minutes, not days or weeks. Click, boom, done. Chaos Search is for you if you're trying to get a handle on processing multiple terabytes or more of log and event data per day at a disruptive price. One more thing for those of you who've been down this path of disappointment before, Chaos Search is a fully managed solution that isn't playing marketing games when they say fully managed. The data lives within your S3 buckets, and that's really all you have to care about. No managing of servers, but also no data movement. Check them out at chaossearch.io and tell them Corey sent you. Watch for the wince when you say my name. That's chaossearch.io.
All right, my people who love data, you can now export Amazon DB table data into your data lake in Amazon S3 with no coding required. Come on, coding newbies? This is your chance. Amazon did not forget you either. And I'm a little hyped up about this one because I used to be a coding newbie who had to deal with data. No, this one is huge. It may knock you back a step or two. Now, AWS Lambda extensions can send logs to a custom destination. I don't know. I'm really excited about this one. I hope I am not in the minority. AWS has put together a tutorial so you can now build an application with AWS Amplify, AWS Cognito, and an OpenID Connect identity provider. Hey, front-end devs, this is for you. And I just want to let you know you have my respect. HTML and CSS, I'm so glad that you are out there because I do appreciate an aesthetically pleasing site. So that one's for you. Any people who deal with Bash out there, you may appreciate this one. You can now run Bash commands in AWS CloudFormation templates. I think that's pretty huge. Just for the record, I had my first experience with Bash and I'm just going to say that this is a nice feature for people who use Bash on the regular. Awesome. Now, I will say that Amazon gives you the best tools with literally countless additions and updates, but they have also given you some tips to make your cloud experience a good one. So check out the top tips for a successful cloud modernization or migration. Maybe this is some sort of redemption for the overwhelming number of services. We'll think about it. Moving on to our next story. AWS Storage Gateway has increased their cache 4 times and also enhanced the bandwidth throttling. We have a couple of more highlights. The last 2 I think are very important. AWS certifications can be intense and costly, so you have to make sure that you are as prepared as possible. So for anyone who is currently studying for the AWS Cloud Practitioner certification, Amazon has released a new and improved AWS Cloud Practitioner Essentials course to build your AWS cloud knowledge. Please check this out. I want you to succeed, and this will be an awesome resource for you. On the way out, I wanted to remind everyone that being inclusive and open-minded is one of the best ways to be innovative. It's amazing to get ideas from so many different perspectives. So I wanted to include here an article that Amazon has titled Building a Culture of Innovation to Better Serve Citizens. That's what it's all about, being a better person and helping our communities get better. All right, everyone. So we have reached the end of this podcast. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a 5-star review over at lastweekinaws.com/review. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BD Mitchell, MITCHELL_. I would love to connect with you, get to know you a little bit more, also even know your favorite service. So I hope you have a great one, and I hope to connect with you soon. Goodbye now.
This has been a Humble Pod production. Stay humble.